Nick from Hats Protocol.
Awesome. Usually I would present this as a demo of our app, but I'm just going to walk through some slides here to give you a quick sense of what we're working on. My name's Nick Naraghi. I'm one of the co-founders of Hats Protocol. Hats is a way to create organizational structures on chain, which is going to be really congruent with the panel you'll see here at 10:30. I think that'll be really exciting. And what we do is we create roles that can be assigned specific authorities, responsibilities, and revocation criteria. And I'll show you one example that we built out here for TreasureDAO to help them participate in the Arbitrum DAO with a lot less time per vote necessary. So if you wanted to go to our website, you can see we wrote up a case study for this. It's just hatsprotocol.xyz, and the case study's up at the top. But I'll basically walk you through the case study really quickly. So you can see here on Tally, if you are familiar with voting in the Arbitrum DAO, you often see Treasure as one of the largest voters in the whole ecosystem. And they kept having this challenge where, as a DAO, they have this huge allocation of ARB votes, but they also have other things that they need to do for the Treasure ecosystem. So thus begins this challenge of, can we allocate this to a small council or a group of experts who's going to take care of this responsibility of voting in the Arbitrum DAO for us on a regular basis? So not everyone in Treasure needs to be reading all of the Arbitrum votes. And this is kind of one example of the types of challenges that Hats Protocol users are generally trying to solve. We believe that by reducing the number of DAO votes, we can basically make sure that the right people are making the right decisions and give them that authority to do that fully on chain while holding them accountable to stewarding that authority effectively. And the protocol is very flexible in the way that it approaches that. It's also open source, non-upgradable, has no fee built in, deployed to Arbitrum for over a year, as well as ETH mainnet and many other chains. So we invite you to come and test it out and work on it with us. So here's the proposal that we put up in Pepperoni Joe, put up in the Treasure Forum. We were funded by Plurality Labs as well as a small amount of funds from TreasureDAO to build this out for them. And the way that it works in the app is it looks like this. So our team built, in addition to the protocol, an application that lets you create organizational structures. This is the TreasureDAO org structure. At the very top, you have this represents 4 tokens, basically. They're all ERC 1155s. We call them hats, but basically they're roles. From a dev perspective, you could think of it as a role-based access control role. The top hat is the super admin of this tree, and that's held by the TreasureDAO's governor. And then the 2 hats we're going to look at right now are what's called the ARC, which is the council that does this voting, as well as the ARC liaison, which is an elected member who sits on that multisig and uses hats to manage their signing authority on that multisig. So first up, you have ARC. It's a little bit not legible in the back, I apologize, but if you see this in our app, you can see that there are authorities, responsibilities, and wearers, as well as controls over this hat. So it's kind of like an admin panel for all of Web3, and in this case, the primary authority that they're using is the ability to have delegated votes in a Gnosis safe controlled by the signers on this multisig. The other hat here is the ARC liaison. You can see that these are kind of both adminned by the top hat or by the DAO itself. So taking that responsibility and authority and giving it to this 7 people as a part of, I think, a 4 of 7 multisig. And now 2 or 3 times per week, this Treasure, the participants in Treasure who've been elected as ARC liaisons are using the Gnosis safe as well as a snapshot integration and the Zodiac roles mod, which I'm happy to answer more questions about later, in order to participate in Arbitrum DAO votes. So we see this as something that is an open source template that's replicable across the whole ecosystem. If anyone else wants to use this, it's already built, so we're happy to set it up for you. And it can be used by councils within DAOs or subgroups. It can be used by AI agents. However you want to delegate votes to a group to vote on behalf of a larger group, this is a great way to do it. I just want to show a couple more slides here to give you a sense of it. In our app, you can expand each of the authorities and get more context. It's kind of like a single source of truth for all the powers that a given group or a role has. There are links where you can jump out and actually go to the Gnosis safe where the votes are happening. And then, this is the ARC Council vote that's, using the roles mod over and over again to participate in elections. You can see there's 202 of them so far. And then, of course, that's what this looks like in Tally's interface when Treasure actually passes a vote as part of their process. So thank you so much for having me. This has been really exciting for us to set up. Treasure is now one of our most frequent users of hats, and we're really excited to see what else y'all will do with it. So if you want to reach me, I'm Ninty Nick on Telegram. It's NINTYNICK, and again, our website is hatsprotocol.xyz. Thank you.